Yo, what's going on, everyone, and welcome to another installment of the Xfinity Career Mode for NH5. So we are rocking and rolling here at Auto Club, and let me just tell you something. I think I found a new favorite track. Now, it's not going to replace Kansas. Kansas is always going to hold a special place in my heart. But, like, literally, Auto Club, I don't know if it's about career mode or what, but, like, literally, there's something about this track that I found to be extremely difficult, but in a fun way. Like the entire race, because obviously we're watching the replay here, all 150 laps was like knockout, drag out fighting for me to get as good of a spot as possible. And you'll see where I finished here in probably like half an hour, hour and a half or so. So yeah, we'll see how things kind of shake on out. Hopefully, things like turn out well. But honestly, I really do think we were fighting a tight condition, like literally the entire race, and every stage break, every caution, there was me loosening up. I think I grand total from like green flag to checkered, I loosened it up probably about like a full round, and it still was blasting tight. So lesson learned, chat. If you're racing at Auto Club and NH5, run loose because you are blasting tight. And that thing is, like, that was totally different than NH4. But we can talk about that here in a second. So let's get started now. But yeah, that's totally different than NH4. It's because like NH4, you were always loose. Like you start off loose, and you were rocking like a loose condition, like from this drop of the green. But like after that, you were fine. Like if you tightened it up, you were good. However, it's like the opposite here on Heat 5. Literally, if you like start off, you are fighting a tight condition and trying to get looser. So yeah, like I really like that, honestly, because it is something that we had to deal with the entire race, and it was so go around right there. So there's that. And we keep trying to make the top work, like, because you're gonna see me like kind of like circle the diamond the corner a little bit. So like you're gonna see me like enter up high and then kind of go on down low. So like right here in stage one, like I said, you know, as we are like just trying to pick up the throttle, get by Brandon Brown, it's only lap 2, but you can just see how much of a difference tight compared to loose makes. Like I can barely hold the bottom while everyone is like able to just go willy-nilly all around. But it, like right there, that is a good example. Like as I go up in front of Josh Williams right there, we kind of just go through the corner and it just stops turning. But honestly, that's fine because like yes, it's tight, but it's a fun tight. You know, it's not like outrageously bad. Like it's not like like crazy where I can't actually control it. It's a comfortable tight. Actually, we see right there from that overview shot, like right here, that Brandon Jones is actually in the lead. How the hell he accomplished that, I have no idea. I have no idea how Brandon Jones was actually able to get up to the front and actually stay there. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. As we see Mr. Terrible coming up here and trying to take away P13 from Chase Briscoe. He's right there though, and we're never made contact. Never made contact with him, but it is very, very close to doing that. So chat, tell me, how have you been? How was your weekend? Because like I said earlier, my weekend was very, very busy. We had a whole bunch of things that we had to do. And by we, I mean me. It was like I took my teacher license test. I also took my a thing for work, essentially, because at my new job, I had to take a test, basically to do some training, so I did that over the weekend. And then, other than that, like, you know, I was just constantly working, you know, like, 8 hours, man, putting in those bills. So I do apologize for not being on. It has been a while since I have been on. Thursday, I think. So, coming up on a week, so I really do apologize, but here I am. I'm here with career mode, so please forgive me, is essentially what I'm trying to say. But yeah, how was your weekend, guys? What did you guys do? God, I actually have, water is like, I'll tell you what, because usually whenever I work, over at my job, I do carts, so, because I work retail, I usually do carts. I have no idea why. Usually before all this, I'm not a huge like water drinker, but like ever since I started, every time I go out and do carts, I feel rejuvenated after taking a sip of water. Not like a little like a full on like water bottle, just like taking a little sip. It's like, you know how Popeye eats his spinach, and he gets like those anchor arms, kind of like you'd see in SpongeBob. It's exactly like that. Like I feel like so reinvigorated. I know the reasoning. Like my body's like so like dehydrated all the time, but I'll tell you what, I have drank so many I guess I can say gallons of water prior, like in this 1 month alone, in the month of July, and probably in the entire 2020 combined. Like I have a newfound appreciation for everything that goes through. So TA says, Austin Dillon, how? Well, let's kind of rewind the clock, shall we? So on Sunday, I actually watched the race after I got off of work, because you know, unfortunately, I can't actually watch the race as it's happening, as it's live, which is very unfortunate. However, I think I'm off on Sunday. This coming Sunday, so I should be able to watch Kansas. Well, that's not Kansas. Truck Kansas, because Cup's on Thursday this week. Weird, right? So Austin Dillon taking 2 tires, and before that final restart. What the hell? That, I'll tell you what. You know how the exact opposite it seems to happen to like Chase Elliott? Like literally, like with pit calls being dumb, Austin Dillon and Tyler Reddick had an absolute masterclass with their strategy calls, and it was amazing. Like I was rooting for Reddick because, you know, I prefer Reddick over Dillon, but it's nice to see someone new and someone who has not been to victory lane for a while to actually win the race, and that was fantastic. So like Austin Dillon, yes, you could tell that he was absolutely exhausted, but to see the genuine look on his face, and I know he even said it himself, he is a silver spoon kid, but just to see the look of accomplishment, to be back in victory lane, was really well done. TA says, wait, it's what now? Cup is racing on Thursday this week. Sunday is trucks. So, because they have their doubleheader this weekend. Or is it Xfinity? Or are they racing? I think actually trucks are Friday, Saturday, and Xfinity Sunday. So either way, I can watch it. But yeah, like, what kind of sorcery is this? That Cup is this Thursday? Dude, I think it's so there hasn't been an actual reason provided. However, I do know that more than likely it's because of the network NBC wanting to have a midweek race and trying it out. Because you know Fox got to have so many midweek races. They want to see how ratings would do on NBC doing a midweek race. So, you know, might as well just give them one in Kansas. So, like, it's weird because it's invert. The trucks have a doubleheader this weekend. Xfinity, I think, like I said, I think is being ran on Sunday. And Cup is the first event. So, like, you know, for the people that only watch Cup, they are watching it on Thursday, and they'll have to wait the next following Sunday for the Daytona Road Course. Wait, that is the Daytona Road Course, right? Give me 1 second. Let me look that up. What is next Sunday? Or is it Dover? I think it's Dover, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, no, after Kansas, it's New Hampshire. God, man, screw me. God, Denny. Never mind. Never mind, chat. It's, I'm actually being dumb. It's, Kansas, New Hampshire, and then doubleheader at Michigan. Okay, my bad. I apologize about that. And just for confirmation as well, yeah, trucks are... Oh, yeah, okay, I lied. So, Cup Series is Thursday, trucks is Friday, but they also run on Saturday for the Xfinity Series, so that makes more sense. God, TA, you're trying to wreck Denny again. We gotta stop that. We gotta kind of put that aside. There's only so many times we can wreck this dude before he gets the point. So 4 races, yes, it's 4 races. Well, 5 if you count Arca. Like, which, by the way, that's actually a question right there. Do you guys in chat? Do you guys count Arca as a legitimate series for like anything? He's still racing, isn't he? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, he is, but like, he's trash. So, Denny was nowhere on Sunday. Like, he was literally not going anywhere. Being like, the only person that was actually doing anything for Gibbs was Kyle, and even then, the final round of cautions, he could not get past Tyler Reddick and Austin Dillon, so he was kind of just stuck in place right there. And he hasn't gotten the point. I get you. I get you. I get you. God, chat. With Denny winning Kansas last fall, I'm willing to bet that he is going to win this upcoming race. I hope not, but just watch it happen regardless. Because Denny likes to win the races that have sorry, let me rephrase that. Denny likes to win the races that will appear later on in the playoffs. Like, I've noticed that Denny will win the first race of 2. So, like, you know how he was so strong in ISM? Well, that's setting up for the finale. He was strong at Pocono, but that doesn't appear. So, like, that's like the outlier. But after that, he in the Daytona 500, and then he's gonna be there, obviously, because I mean, like, as much as we as a chat guys don't like Denny, we have to admit that, like, Denny is, along with Ryan Blaney, a fantastic plate racer. So you know he's gonna be going places at the Coke 400, you know. So Daytona, you know, he's going to be always in contention. but he's going to be there at Talladega as well, which, you know, obviously he almost won at in the spring. So there's that. He is Hall of Fame material, exactly. And it's like I said, you know, it sucks to hear because, you know, like we as a chat, you know, don't like it, but you know, he is honestly Hall of Fame material, and that's the unfortunate part. You can't deny it. I mean, 3 Daytona 500s, and for lack of a better phrase, you know, he is the new Mark Martin to never win a champ. I still hold that he will not win a championship. He will be literally Mark Martin. I am willing to put money on that Denny Hamlin will never win a championship. I said it before with last season, because I remember you guys were asking me who are my championship picks, and I was actually really close with the Xfinity Series. Tyler Reddick was my second guess, but in Cup I did say that I think it was going to be Kyle, and I was right on that. But I also said that Denny was not going to win, and he will never win a championship. And I will hold myself up to that. I really do think that will not be a thing he will ever accomplish. Oh, by the way, so chat, with the newest announcement coming today that there will not be any practice or qualifying for the rest of the season. What I have two questions. One, what do you think about that? Do you like that idea, or is that something that just kind of flies by the seat of the pants and be like, you know, it creates better racing? Do you guys like having no practice, or do you guys want practice and qualifying to be a thing? Me personally, I'm of the volition that, like, I know this is a very unpopular opinion, but I'm going to say it anyway, that having no practice and qualifying is honestly a how do I put this correctly? It's a advantage for the smaller teams, but a disadvantage for the big teams. Which, by the way, welcome everyone. For anyone that's just now popping in, hello, this is the Xfinity Series Career Mode for NH5, episode number 3 at Autoblow. We have honestly probably found one of my new favorite tracks. I love this place. This honestly is rivaling Kansas for me, and you guys know I love Kansas. I love Kansas in any Heat game, and I really do feel that Auto Club is right up there now. But for you guys just now popping in, we had a new announcement saying that no practice or qualifying is going to be a thing for the rest of the 2020 season. What are you guys' thoughts on that? What do you guys think? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you guys want practice and qualifying? Let me know. Because like I said, I feel it's a big advantage to have no qualifying, no practice, no qualifying for the smaller teams. Oh, let me rephrase that, sorry. It's a big advantage for the smaller teams to have no practice, but it's a disadvantage to have no qualifying for the smaller teams, because they can't, you know, totally trim their trim their cars out in order to get that coveted spot. You know, they're slotted in based on their points position. You know, obviously, first through 12 are always going to be first through 12. You know, and then 13 through 24 are always going to start somewhere in that spread. So having no qualifying is a disadvantage, but having no practice is not. Because that essentially means that everyone's on the same playing field. They have to unload fast. TA saying you don't care either way? Honestly? Well, the thing is, it's causing a major concern. Like, even Bob Potras was a proponent for having practice and qualifying. And usually Bob is very neutral, like obviously being a sports representative and acting and talking on behalf of Fox Sports. They have to think and not so much think, but they have to kind of watch what they say. And Bob was very out there in his opinion on what he thinks. Let me pull up the exact tweet of what he thinks. Give me 1 second. Right here. That's his response to the announcement. And it's really interesting because he brings up the point of that drawing should not be a thing. But however, I personally see that like the level of intensity between all the competitors from ever since we came back from COVID has been tighter. Like, you know, obviously, you know, Kyle Busch saying that that he needs practice and qualifying in order to improve on his car. That's essentially, for the sake of my argument, like that's essentially like saying that like the big teams, like the rich get richer. You know, practice only benefits the bigger teams because they only get better. You know? And yes, there is opportunity for the smaller teams to find something, but usually that's very few and far between. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, guys? Well, yeah, what do you guys think? For anyone that's new here, hello, my name's Power Fadden, and I am a NASCAR Heat streamer. I want to get into Formula 1. I do want to say that. And I do a whole bunch of single-player content. I race the Xfinity Series, as you're watching right now. This is career mode. I race Cup Series, which I did. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. So I did the Cup Championship Atlanta race, and the reason why I did that without streaming it is because apparently the replay glitches, and it started me halfway through. Literally, it started me on lap 150 out of 325, and I'm just like, you know, this is, to me anyway, it's not worth it for you guys to watch a half race while the first half was essentially skipped. So that'll be uploaded to both here at Twitch, but also YouTube tomorrow. Okay, so you guys will be able to watch that. But other than that, yeah, I race Cup Series, Xfinity Series, Truck Series, any series. I also do a whole bunch of leagues. So I race in GD Racing League, GRL. I race in Fastlane Racing League, FRL. And I also race in Pro Premium Online Racing. My league schedule is every Sunday and Wednesday, and I, keyword here, try to stream all my single-player stuff every single day. I know there have been times where I missed it. Obviously, like I said, I just came back from like a week of not doing it, but busy schedules, man. You know, with a new job and trying to get your teaching license, there's only so many things you can do, you know? But yeah, Mamma Mia Pizzeria, guys. What can I say? What can I say, honestly? I was noticing that... Oh, by the way, that's not the right word, noticing. That there has been a new patch for NH5 here. We have Dale Jr. Updated to in the game, so he is now in the Xfinity Series. And as we actually, you know what? Let's go through that here in a hot second. Let's go through the patch notes. Right here. So yeah, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is now in the Xfinity Series. Perfect. Honestly, I want to do something with that. Kind of do like a miniature custom season. Like what would happen if Dale Jr. raced in the Xfinity Series full time again. I think that'll be a fun series to do. Bubba Wallace has a new paint scheme. 2020 Revised is now in championship mode, which, by the way, I want to go off of that here for a second as we finish P8 in our in stage 1 right here. So, giving us 3 bonus points or stage points right there. So perfect as we try to get into the playoffs. I know it's only race 3, but it's never too early to think about the playoffs. Yeah, P8 right here. That means we're going to be restarting the outside if we actually start where we finished. So it's not the best line. You optimally want to be on the inside line here, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. So we're doing 4 tires and fuel. You know, we're loosening this thing up. We are way too tight, way too tight. So yeah, we actually gained a spot. Hey, so perfect. So lap 38, and we're going to be restarting on lap 39. And as we can see, Brandon Jones actually did win stage 1 right there. So that is a playoff point for him. And as we move on, we can hopefully get a stage point or playoff point ourselves. TA says tight AF. Oh, dude, more tight AF. Like tight AF. Like you could see plenty of times that like if I get on the throttle, like the thing just does not want to turn. Like I am off throttle and like pumping the gas a little bit in order to straighten it out, which, you know, it's fine. But yeah, so yeah, Dale Jr. is in the Xfinity Series now, so like I said, I want to do something with that. We have the 2020 revised schedule to championship mode. Okay, so let me tell you about that. It does not. It actually has the tracks that you would actually race at. So like you know how for the Cup Series, how after ISM, you know, they went on break because of COVID, and when they came back, it was a doubleheader at Darlington. Unfortunately, they don't have the distances correct, so essentially you'd be running 2 Southern 500s if you did 100%, which is, you know, not correct. But the tracks are there. So like race 5 and 6 of the season are still Darlington. However, one thing I noticed is the Truck Series is updated. Okay, so that's fine. But the Xfinity Series is the exact same. And I don't agree with that. The subreddit has been nothing but showcasing what's... Oh my god. What's r/Sono4? Is that what you're talking about, or are you talking about like NASCAR Heat? Because I'll tell you what, there is a lot wrong with it. Like I'll be the first one to admit that honestly, I think the patch made it worse. However, oh dude, you know what's really sick? Oh wow. Is that they actually fixed DNFs for championship mode. So like there's that. Here's a good example of that. So like obviously it's on full damage, and the guy runs into Brad Keselowski or in Chad Fincham, who are going and having issues, and then he wrecks. Well, as you can see, if you hit the wall hard enough, you just DNF. So perfect. So that's been fixed. So that's awesome. And that's in championship mode as well. So hey, perfect. But of course the comments are just like, "Whoa, it shouldn't DNF you as soon as you hit the wall. You should at least have the opportunity to stop the car and repair it." Then why is DNFs even a thing then? If you're going to think that way, you know? So that's awesome, perfect, cool. DNFs are now a thing, like actually a thing. But yeah. So that's actually a thing that I need to worry about now. Dude, guys, chat. Like, that is a thing that I need to worry about. Like, if there is DNS in championship mode, do you know how ugly Daytona and Talladega are going to be? Oh my Lanta. That is something that I'm going to have to look out for. No thanks. Daytona and Talladega are going to be fugly. Oh no. Oh, I am going to be doing worse at Daytona Talladega with DNFs being on than Ricky Stenhouse Jr. actually trying to complete a lap. That is going to be just as hard. Whew. Or even better yet, having Riley Earps actually complete a lap at Texas. Yeah, that was not fun. And by not fun, I mean not fun for him, but fun for me. Because Riley Earps sucks. We all know that. But yeah, no, that's actually really interesting. Chad, we gotta try that. We gotta try that out. Actually, no. Well, we can't. Well, literally, we could try it out. But I don't want to. I don't want to try it out because I don't want to just lose a race just right there just for the sake of science, you know? So that is something that I definitely do not want to do. So yeah, DNFs are in. Perfect. Perfect. Also in the same token as well, we have new heat schemes as well. So like actually the custom fonts are actually like fire, because there is one that is like exactly like you would see on of all people Angela Ruck's truck. Like I don't know why they decided to put that font on there, but it's there. There's also one that literally fits Jeffrey Earnhardt's Zero on there, so like we have that, and we also have the oh god, who was it that had that font? Oh, it is, I have no idea, chat. But yeah, we have literally we have new fonts in there. I'm looking over the patch notes again. Three new custom fonts, 2 new custom paint schemes, so new paint scheme templates, more logos and custom car and custom driver, so perfect. New challenges, don't let them fool you. It's not new challenges, it's new challenge. And it's Eric Almirola at Talladega. You have to win the race, so it's essentially a repeat of another challenge. Now, in fixed, adjusted DNF parameters, so, okay, we just went over that. Issue that caused users to be able to select Tony Stewart's scheme and career, so assuming that you took over took over the 14 in Cup, you would be able to race as Tony Stewart essentially in your career. So okay, so that's been fixed. We also have trophies that have outdated logos on them. Yep. I don't know if you guys have saw, but there was a major glitch that still said every time you win a race, it still said NASCAR Heat 4 on the trophy. So I guess they updated that and patched it. So all right, perfect. Which you'd still think that that would be something that would be instantly fixed, but I guess not. Like that should have been there on launch, but whatever. We also have the newest patch of updated custom championship to allow all tracks in any series. I wish I would have known that because I already updated. I already started the Truck of Tomorrow, which for anyone that doesn't know, the Truck of Tomorrow series is a custom championship. Literally, I did it in Heat 4, and I'm doing it now in Heat 5. We run, like, literally it's a truck series that runs every single track. However, since that is now no longer a thing, we started the series up last week, starting at Kansas, using only tracks that would usually be ran during a regular truck season. But unfortunately, now that is no longer a thing. So, oh well, I guess. Damn. So the wrong time for me to actually do that. Updated restart zone art at New Hampshire. We'll have to check that out, see what that is. Updated track art at Charlotte Roval. Fixed various text issues throughout online, challenges and option menus. Updated incorrect drivers. Oh, dude, that is actually another good thing. Chat, do you guys remember during the Xfinity Championship mode where literally Ryan Sieg had Allgaier's rear name? So like on the back where it showed like the driver's last name, it said Allgaier, but it was Ryan Sieg that had it. Well, now that is a thing that is now fixed. So perfect, awesome. Now I can get rid of Ryan Allgaier and bring back Ryan Sieg, because Ryan Sieg is truly the GOAT and he deserves it. Fixed mismatching online custom car numbers. Okay. Updated Cowboys Xfinity pit crew. I had no idea that was even a thing, honestly. That apparently, from what I heard, Kyle Busch had, every time you would pit in the Xfinity Series, you would be having his what's it called? His cup scheme. So like his cup box, his cup logos, and essentially that would be one of the things that was an issue, which makes sense, you know, it's a graphical issue. Other than that, we have updated drivers' paint schemes, so which means we got more paint schemes. Awesome. We'll have to check those out after this race. Updated incorrect truck series team descriptions. Okay, so most likely those were holdovers from Heat 4 to Heat 5. We'll have to see. Well, team descriptions, that's only a thing in career mode, so unfortunately we won't be able to look at that. However, we can see updated driver select categories, so maybe we can get an insight from that. We'll have to see after this race. We'll go dumpster diving and see what we can find. So yeah, then as we go through. I'm going through R/704 right now, but we have a whole bunch of issues right now. So since, like right here, for DNF, so career DNFs are a thing now. Just got wrecked by Truex at Phoenix, and I was in Championship 4. Tough way to end a great season. I am not ready, chat, for... I am not ready for the possibility of having being in the championship 4, whether it be in career mode or in championship mode, whatever, and being wrecked on the last lap. Which, real quick, chat, we had a caution. This is for, I want to say, who was this? CJ McLaughlin blowing a tire, but we decided to take 2 because we only have 10 more laps before the end of the stage. So I was just like, you know, we'll just take 2. Let's take right sides and see what happens. You know, roll the dice. What's the worst that could happen? Well, we get off to a great start. Ryan Sieg right there, getting on the inside, and we actually hold our own for a corner. You can see right there in the rearview mirror that Ryan Sieg is right there. We dive it down into turn 3 right there. We are a little high. Harrison Burton is trying to make some progress and not quite there. So we're gonna see probably the biggest telltale sign of 2 tires versus 4 tires right here in this corner. Okay, you ready for this, chat? Off throttle, and there goes Harrison Burton. Unfortunately for us, we actually do get up in front of Ryan Sieg right there. Brandon Jones, again, who won stage 1, is trying to win stage 2, sweep the stages. Is right there on the inside. Ryan Sieg still trying to get past on the outside. There goes Ross on the inside right there. And I get tight. Actually have to get out the throttle a little bit. Allows Ryan Sieg and our teammate Chase Briscoe to actually get through. And now we're actually holding up Austin Cindric, who's right behind us. We try to side draft Chase, see what we can do here with our 2 tires, because, like I said, we restarted we pit from P12. Any position above that is a net gain. Okay? So right now we're in P8. Ray Black Jr. is to our inside. Michael Nessa right behind us on the outside. And we also have Austin Cindric, who is trying to make magic happen here. Ray Black Jr., though, he does make contact with us because he dove it on down into turn 3. And that shoots us off the track. And it's like, from that, we're along for the ride at this point. You know, unfortunately, we most likely, if Ray Black Jr. did not make contact with us, we probably could have held off at least Michael on that. But unfortunately, he had other ideas. So now here we are, Riley Herbst coming out of literally nowhere, comes from the inside. I have not seen this dude all race. Like, literally, this is the first time I remember seeing this guy. And right there, look at that. That is 2 tires versus 4 tires, and how they just dive it on down to turn 3. We have 7 laps to go left on the stage, and everyone and their mother is diving it down to turn 3. So right now we're in P14. We lost a net loss of 2 positions here. It's not that big of a deal. You know, we have it's only like a stage. Stage ends here in 6 laps, so we are, you know, it's not that big of a loss. We're not going to cry over spilled milk here. However, we will cry over lost points. So yeah, we're just holding on right now, and actually, right, as you can see, we actually do begin to stabilize. But, like, weirdly enough, it took about, what, 5 laps for the 2 tires to start to come in a little bit, but they finally did. The difference between 2 and 4 finally starting to equal on out. Alright, so chat. As the stage winds on down here, we have a question of the day coming up here soon. So, of course, in case anyone that has not been here for a while does not know, the question of the day is something I like to ask at the end of stage 2 or in a halfway point, whatever comes first. And at this particular race, the end of stage 2 is actually going to be the point of our question of the day. So, here at the end for the next caution, we will be asking that, and then I'll also be doing, because usually this is David's job of actually talking, giving a fact of the day, and well, I will also be giving that as well. So Chad, let me know who's all here. You guys are pretty quiet today. If you're new here, give me a show of hands. I would love to talk to you. What's poppin'? Are you enjoying Heat 5 or are you enjoying Formula 1 more? Because honestly, I'll tell you what, I mean, I think, me personally, I think, weirdly enough, I think I prefer Heat 5. That's just me, though. It also could just be me saying I'm trash at Formula 1, which is also very much true. I do need to get better at that game. As I just spill water on me. Good talk. Had a little bit, had like a bit of a backlash right there, and actually spilled out of my Yeti. So of course, you know, we're sitting pretty here as I'm sitting at my desktop. Woo, getting that wet. I am interested to see, though, that we do actually have some new paint schemes, so I definitely do want to hit that up after the stream, because I think I see Chase Elliott's Black Hooter scheme. I also know that Ryan Preece actually has a couple new schemes, so we'll have to check that out as we go through, because the patch notes didn't say who got schemes, other than the fact that there have been schemes added. So that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting to see after the race. So, Chad, like that, we finished P13 here at the end of stage 2. Harrison Burton, of all people, won the second stage. So, okay. Joe Gibbs just sweeping the stages, you know, just like usual. That's fine. Rocking and rolling here. Brandon Jones, though, does finish second. So he was able to, honestly, out of the 20 points up for grabs, 19 extra points is going to do wonders for his championship hopes. So we have P13, so a net loss of 1 spot. So we take 4 tires, and we line up P12 on the restart here. So basically, essentially, back to where we were. So obviously, if we would do that caution during the stage 2 differently, we would have taken 4 just to see what would have happened differently. So shifting up through the gears, cranking up, we have Tommy Joe Martins, of all people, right in front of us, and this is probably the only time you'll hear me say this, but Tommy Joe Martins actually has pace today. I have no idea why, I have no idea how, but he has pace, and is actually going to be a thorn in our side the rest of the race. We cannot escape this dude. As we try to get to the outside of Anthony Alford, look how close this racing is, Chad. This is why I'm saying that I feel Auto Club is one of my new favorite tracks on Heat 5. It is so much fun on, at least in the Xfinity Series. We'll have to see how it is in the Cup and trucks, obviously. But at least in the Xfinity, the racing's so tight. It's so much fun to actually go from the high side to the low side, and yes, you can make it work in terms of online and single player. Bottom lane's the only lane. But Chad, I actually said that now is the question of the day. So since we finished stage 2, we have the new question of the day, and I know it's been a while, so let me just be straight up and ask. We have a bunch of new updates for the schedule here. Obviously, with the truck doubleheader coming this weekend, we actually have 2 races for trucks and ARCA, Xfinity, and Cup on Thursday. We also have no practice for all of this. So here's my question to you guys: if any of the series were to bring back, or I guess I should say kind of like what Bristol did, bring back fans, but they mandated you to wear a mask. And I know this may get political, but they mandated you to wear a mask. Would you do it? Because the reason I'm asking is because there has been a new mandate for the Indy 500 saying that the venue will be held at 25% capacity, and you have to 100% forced to wear a mask. To me, that's not that big of a deal. You know, I'm all for it. You know, you got to curb the curve somehow. You know, and Bristol was the shining example of what not to do for holding a racing event during uncertain times. So, because of that, we have the Indy 500 saying that you have to wear a mask. Okay, you're forced to, and if you're caught without a mask, you're being kicked out essentially. So, one, it's a two-part question. One, how do you feel about that? And two, before I give my opinion, two, would you still go to it? To me, honestly, I feel like it's absolutely necessary for obviously the reasons I just said. But secondly, as well, I think that it is something that you should that should have happened a long time ago. Like Bristol, honestly, should have done this. You know, because of course Chase Elliott, going out and saying that, oh yeah, I watched the Open from the stands. Dude, why would you admit that? Why would you admit that and potentially face a fine? He's not going to get a fine because it has been, coming out in a week now? NASCAR knows full damn well what he did, and he's not being fined. But that's still a matter of, hey, this is going against guidelines for not only the drivers in maintaining distance from fans, anyone else that has not been properly tested, but also for the fact that you are the sport's most popular driver. Why are you admitting this? Oh, jeez, I swear to God. Anywho. But yeah, that's my question of the day, chat. So let me know, what do you think? So, again, if you're just now popping in and you missed the question of the day, with the Indy 500 saying that you have to wear a mask to the race, and while watching it, you're forced to, and if you're caught without it, you are being kicked out. What do you think on that? So, opinion. And would you still go to the race? So, opinion, but I'm polling essentially. Actually, I wonder, is that a thing I can do? Ooh, I can make a poll. Oh, I can't make a poll there. Oh, interesting. So let's actually do that right now. So for anyone popping in, this will be the question of the day. Perfect, actually. Alright, so I'm actually going to try out this pole right here. And... bada bing, bada boom. So the poll is right there. Feel free to answer it. For anyone that is now popping in here, that is essentially our question of the day right there. That's actually one of the things. Yo, Copester, 15, 2004. Thank you so much for the follow, my dude. Welcome to the Groovy Crew. And essentially, for anyone that does answer, what is your backing? Like, what is your, like, not just a yes or no, but like, what is your reasoning behind it? So like, why? Why do you think that way? By the way, chat, so here is the fact of the day that I do actually want to start incorporating here after the question of the day. The fact of the day is that a newborn, did you guys know, for a newborn kangaroo, it is small enough to fit in a teaspoon. So like essentially this little itty bitty teaspoon, that is a little baby kangaroo. And so after it is born, it goes into the mother's pouch where it develops. Colbs are saying the reason why is because it is outside, not inside. Okay, I see your point. Again, it was... I was just curious on... because, you know, with the Indy 500 mandating it, I just wanted to know what you guys think. I mean, like I said, I personally think that, like, the fans should be tested, because I know that is a huge resource thing right there. Having medical staff and people trained enough to actually to test every single fan that comes in for fevers. You know, I know that's a lot to ask, but I still think that still being asymptomatic is a potential issue. So, like, I like the idea of having a mask, but I just know it's going to cause more problems than a lot of people will care to admit. Like, honestly, I feel like the whole thing could be averted if, like, honestly, if asymptomatic wasn't even a thing, and that, like, you had a fever or not. But unfortunately, you know, we don't live in a perfect world, so here we are. But no, I also get that you're being outside, and that with your being outside instead of inside. At my work, if you're working on carts, because I work in retail, if you work on carts, you do not have to wear your mask because you're outside, and you can still maintain proper social distancing. So like, yeah, it's essentially like the same theory, that since you are outside, you can still maintain your social distancing. Now, the only thing that was wrong with Bristol is that after the race, like after Chase won, everyone was swarming the fence, and, well, clearly not following protocol. So it is a massive turn in it's like a 180 in direction here in terms of what people were expected to do and what they were told to do. Yo, Noah, how you doing today, man? Let's crack-a-lackin'. So yeah. Oh, you're doing good? That's awesome, man. Like I said, it's been a while since I've actually been actually able to stream. As I just say, actually, like 5 times, you know, not a big deal. We have the Xfinity Career Mode Episode 3 running right now. Lap 90 of 150, so we're in Stage 3 right now. Brandon Jones won Stage 1, Harrison Burton won Stage 2, and where we finished was P8 in Stage 1 and P13 in Stage 2. So unfortunately only 3 points gained, but still at some stage points. Colpster saying, did you hear this one guy on the other side of the track got kicked out for how high he was on the fence? Dude, that's been a thing for years. Like, there's always that one guy that climbs the fence. Like there is a compilation. But yes, I did hear about that, by the way. Give me one hot second. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Of fans climbing the fence. There is the one at Richmond right here. There's the one that brought out the caution was the one in there's one in Dover. There's streakers. But yeah, there's like an entire compilation on YouTube about people. There's one for Coke 600 from 2018. Yeah, there's the one from Richmond which brought out the caution again. But yeah, there's an entire compilation of people doing that. Oh, and for the person that just voted no for the poll, give us your reason. Why do you think no? That you would not wear a mask during a race if you would actually go to one, such as the Indy 500, since they are mandating masks. Why would you not wear a mask? I should have probably put that in there. See if I can change that. Can I change that after it's already done? I guess not. Oh well. I should have put that in there, and why. But yeah, like, I thought it was funny that, you know, you do have the one guy that climbs the fence at Bristol. But I'm just saying, that has been a thing for years. Just dumb people doing that. God. But I still just can't get over no practice or qualifying the rest of the season. That's like the thing that really gets me. Noah says it depends on if it gets hot, but only wear your mask if you're walking around. Yeah, I can get that. I can get behind that as well, because you know, if you walk around, obviously you're going to be more in contact with people, and you're going to be obviously not following social distancing. So in order to avoid that, obviously you can just wear your mask. Now, like, the thing is, if we were to go to a race, like, it is going to be easily, like, just give a ballpark range like 90 degrees. So, like, I understand that that is a thing that people will not do because it gets hot. Believe me, during the times that I have to wear a mask while I'm over at work, it is balls hot, you know, it is not fun. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, if you're walking around, you are going to be in contact with people. So I totally get your point. Yeah, I get your point, and I totally understand it. So like that's just the entire thing is that, like, and like I said, like, if we could come up with somehow, some way for the some way of the oh my god, I can talk. For the personnel to actually be able to properly check every single person that comes in, that would be amazing, and that would solve every issue. However, that is not necessarily a thing that can happen, so here we are. Kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here. But yeah, Noah, what's new with you, my guy? And Goldster, what's new with you, man? How was your guys' weekend? How'd you guys like Texas? All 3 races from Texas. What'd you guys think of it? And right there, officially, no one. No one said yes, is what I guess what I should say from that. Okay, so there we go. Thank you, everyone, for polling. I actually want to use that more often because I think that is a really cool thing. With me actually running a broadcast style right here, I can actually use that poll more often and actually be able to talk with you guys more. And that's the entire point of me doing this broadcast style. So yeah, we have Kansas. Well, I guess I should say quadruple header, because with the trucks being at Kansas, God, I love Kansas so much. Kansas is going to be so much fun, and I'm actually so glad I actually have Saturday and Sunday off, so I can actually watch the races. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. Oh, it's going to be so good. So we have quadruple header, trucks twice, Xfinity and Cup once. Obviously with Texas bringing in Austin Dillon and his win, punching his ticket to the playoffs, we have a new way of looking at Kansas, because what, we are 8 races away from the playoffs, and now what is the worst case scenario for people to for someone to not make it into the playoffs here? I think that at this point it's crunch time. William Byron, with Chad Knaus not being able to be the crew chief for him, we are looking at the potential of William Byron missing the playoffs for the second time in 3 years. Because he did it in his rookie year, unfortunately. His rookie year, he missed it. In last year, he made it. And since Chad Knaus is not going to be at the track because he's on baby watch, which congratulations to him. I know he's never going to see this, but his wife is due at any moment. He is going to be at home, and he will miss out on Kansas on Thursday. So with him not being at the track and having the 7-time champ Chad Knaus at his side, I think that is digging him a very, very large hole that I don't think he'll be able to get out of. Jimmy, on the other hand, Jimmy needs to stop wrecking. Like, if he can stop making little mistakes, the little mistakes add up. If he can stop making those, then he will be perfect. Noah just saying, just same old, but today wasn't the best day for me. I got bullied by another league, called me a dirty racer. You race clean, and they don't know that. This driver from FedEx is the one that owns the league. Oh man, well sorry, bro. You're in the playoffs, correct? How many more races do you guys have? And I actually have a similar experience. There are a couple drivers that I notice are like in all the leagues. 'Cause I race in 3 leagues. I originally was racing in 5. In the 3 leagues I race for, there is a definite amount of ways to look at. Right here. You're in championship by 4 points plus. Oh, really? When is the Final 4 race? Dang, man! Congrats, by the way. Is that especially this happens in Giggity, when there is a person that has like a little bit of like mistakes or like a couple like that and accidentally gets into someone, they're called dirty. Like I don't necessarily think they're dirty driving. To me, people that dirty drive are the people that purposely overshoot the corners. You know, and I obviously understand that mistakes happen, but like actually Auto Club was a brilliant example of this. There was a driver that was literally overshooting corner, trying to make up spots. To me, that's not a mistake. Once it's a mistake, and do it enough times, okay, now you're dirty driving, you know, like, because essentially what happens is by overshooting the corners, what you're essentially trying to do, especially at Auto Club, you get up and under the person in front of you in order to just literally move them out of the way. And obviously that's not a mistake. That's just literally dirty driving. You're moving a person out of the way. But yeah, like, believe me, dude, I know all about that. Been there, seen that. And chat, we got a caution. We very surprisingly, I should have said something there. Ray Black Jr. was the reason for that caution right there. He popped a tire on the right front. Brandon Jones, of all people, pit the lap before, and now he is pinned a lap down. Okay, so sucks to suck because he will not get the wave around. Noah Gragson and Riley Earps made it down pit road before the caution flew. You know, whether it just was sheer dumb luck that they went down pit road before all that. And so now, because of that, they didn't pit. They're right there first and second. And Brandon Jones was not able to get the lucky dog. Oh well, it sucks to suck, man. I don't know, yeah, we were post-race telling him, but we had a wreck fest. I was not part of it because lagged out. Oof. Post-race tomorrow? Wait, so you haven't done the final race yet? By the way, restarting on the outside sucks. If you're at Auto Club, you always want to restart on the inside. Because you have the wall and other drivers. You have the wall to the outside and other drivers to the inside. There's only so many moves that you can make here. As we try to side draft Austin, I keep on saying Austin Hill, Michael Annette. Going to the inside, we have Anthony Alfredo. We're stuck in the middle here. Keep it calm, keep it calm, cool and collected. Getting a draft from Alex LeBay a little bit. Oh, we're tight. We're so tight. We're still trying to loosen this thing up. Every single pit stop. I said this from the top of the show, chat. Every single pit stop, I have been loosening this thing up. And it is still tight as balls. No, not yet. I don't know when the final race is. We're finishing on Heat 4. We're doing possibly Dega on Heat 5. So what's Dega then? How many more races do you have? I guess that should be my question to help me understand a little better. So, from what I understand, you're in the final 4 as of now. Okay. I was under the assumption that you were in the final 4 after everything was on. Like, you ran all the races and you're in the final 4 ready to go into the final race. Okay, that makes more sense. By the way, Chad, if you want some advice to run an Auto Club with, literally, if you clip the apron like I've been doing, so like as we go around, I'll show you guys again because I'll be doing that in this corner as well. Don't do it in 1 and 2; you'll spin out. But essentially, if you clip the apron in turns 3 and 4, your car actually turns a little better. And the reason why is because with the apron being so flat, oh, I guess it's not going to be there. Because Michael and that tried to charge, and I had to block that. So with the apron being so flat, you actually, your car, weirdly enough, kind of like turns a little bit, like not like fully to the point where it'd go and spin out, but just enough in order to help the car rotate through the center of the corner. Okay, we're in the round of 7, race 2. Oh, okay, I get you. So you have, if you are in race 2, then assuming that it is the like an actual, like the actual truck parts. Oh my god. Professional streamer here, yawning during the stream. Good talk. We have, and then you have 2 more races. So you have race 3 of the round of 7, and then the final race. Okay, makes sense. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. The championship races at Chicago, dude. The race at the final race of the championship for Giggity is also at Chicagoland. That's actually tomorrow. Chat, I'm so excited that the championship race is tomorrow. Let's see if I can. Oh, it's a picture. I won't be able to post it. But literally, it is a dead heat between myself and 2 other guys. I am leading the points by 15. Actually, let me see if I can find it real quick. Because I don't want to give you guys wrong information here. Give me 1 hot second, guys. Let me see if I can find it. Season Cup. Okay, right here. So, because I race in presets, in preset cup, and because the races are the series are divided based on custom and presets. So there's 2 for custom, or 2 for cup, 2 for Xfinity, 2 for truck, and I race in preset cup. So I'm leading the points with 205. It was a mini season, you know, we were finishing up Heat 4 going into Heat 5. So I am leading the points at 205, okay? And then I have a person by the name of Hunty Wild. He comes in the stream sometimes. You may have seen him. Hunty is second with 192. This is all after the last race, which was last Wednesday at Iowa. And then we have Jake Giroux in third with 192. So chat, 13 points separate first through third. Literally, if I have a good race, like finishing in the top 5, which honestly, out of every single race that I've done so far in the season, I finished in the top 5. I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but I finished in the top 5 every single race in the season. This is like an 8-week mini season. I finished second at Daytona, second at Dover, first at it wasn't Watkins Glen. What race was that? Give me 1 second. I finished. As soon as I see the schedule, I'll be able to be like, oh yeah, that's where I finished. Mamma mia. Right here. Canadian Tire, I won. That's the track I won at. Won at Canadian Tire. Oh God, that race was absolutely insane. I remember Hunty and Jake got into it on the final lap, and that was how I was able to pull away, because I was in the lead at that point, and them battling allowed me to just hit my marks and pull away. Auto Club was race number 4. I finished third. Talladega honestly didn't count because there was a lot of issues going on there. Because of the Heat Pro League running at the same time and actually causing a lot of the lag. So we combined cup presets and customs together, and we ran one giant race, and I think I finished 14th or something like that. But if we were to count presets only, I finished like 4th, so okay, sure. Um, Real quick, Noah says I might not be returning to FedEx at the end of the season because of all the drama I have been getting from the other drivers. There's no point in racing them if they're going to treat you bad. It's mostly the drivers, not the owner or co-owner, but one driver does. But one driver does respect your driving? Oh, does not. Well, if it's only the one, who cares? You know, haters are gonna hate. You can't please everyone, you know. I would say my advice to you, my guy, would be to, if it's only the one driver that is saying that you should not return, screw them, you know? It's one person. But yeah, then going to race number 6 of the season was Watkins Glen, and I won that race. It's actually up on my YouTube, so definitely check that out. Last week was Iowa. I finished 4th, which, if you think about it, was probably my worst performance because I consider Iowa to be my best short track. I love online Iowa, but I was so loose at the end of every run, and finishing 4th was the best I could do. I was fighting for the win, but unfortunately things were just not meant to be. Last but not least, this week, tomorrow, we have Chicagoland. So, like I said, if I can just pull off a good finish, we will be A-okay. So, Chad, we have a caution coming out right now. It is lap 124 out of 150, and this is our caution for CJ McLaughlin. CJ McLaughlin, who originally popped a tire way back in stage 2, finally did the deed and DNF'd. So this is his caution right here, and we're going to restart with lap 128. 127 going to lap 128, and we are good to go the rest of the way. So we don't have to worry about fuel, we don't have to worry about tires. Good to go. 25 laps. Let's go. Noah says, oh, it's 3 actually? Well, like, even still, if it's 3, who cares? Like, out of all the drivers that races in your league, like, what? It's like, you guys have, like, an average turnout, like, what, like 15 or so? 3 of them? Who cares? And I know it sounds pretty... It seems pretty harsh, you know? Like, who cares, you know? But the fact that the point when you don't let the feelings of others impact your decisions is the point where you become so much happier. And that's just me speaking from experience. We have, like, because I come up from a place, like, you know, I've been shy, and I let, like the high school mentality, you know, of oh well, you know, have, like, kind of just twiddling my thumbs, you know, waiting for others to kind of do or make decisions for me, you know. That's I mean, I don't want to sound like dumb or anything like that, but that's not living, you know. You're the person that dominates your life. You're the only person that you can actually rely on, and obviously you can rely on others, but the fact that you should not let others dominate your life and make decisions for you. I feel like because of that, you know, if it's only 3 people, who cares? You yourself think that you drive clean, so who cares about what other people think? Unless the owner or the co-owner literally sit down and be like, hey, clean up your driving, whatever, you know, just all that hate that you're getting, just kind of ball it up and throw it out the window. That's my advice. Anywho, So yeah, lap 129, going into lap 130 this time around. We have almost 20 laps to go. Okay, I don't know why I said almost 20 laps to go. I could have just said 21, because it's the same thing. We have 21 laps to go, and I'll tell you what, we are trying with all of our might to get past Riley Earps. Riley Earps sucks. I have no idea why he's even up here. I have no idea how he mustered this possibility. Oh, by the way, because of that caution right there from CJ McLaughlin, Brandon Jones was actually able to get back on the lead lap. So hopefully he doesn't just plow his way through the field, because, you know, he was fast. He was fast AF. Winning stage 1 and then coming second in stage 2, he definitely does have pace. So yeah, we are trying to get rid of the most annoying person I've ever had to deal with, Riley Earps, and we actually finally do, so perfect. Was actually with him running the top side by just pulling off that slide job and just kind of taking his line away. There we go, perfect. However, that being said, Riley Earps does dive it on down in turns 3 and 4, so now we're on the top side, which is bad. And because of that, Riley can't quite clear us. Here, actually, I do want to quickly go to this camera. We're side drafting and actually bring him back a little bit to us right there. And unfortunately, we're not able to get on the power enough to get alongside, and he does clear us. Noah Gregson, who comes from literally nowhere, is now on our rear end, but we do actually kind of like swivel a bit in front of him, and that kind of slows him up. So there we go, perfect. Riley taking the top. Now has this become door to door yet again. There we go. Get on his door yet again, see what we can do here. Oh, they put you on the ban list for no reason? Well, that's crappy. Well, at least they removed it. So hey, you know, you have that going for you, you know. Sounds like a great group of guys. /S right there. So, final caution. I actually do not know, and I wish there was a caution replay system in place for Heat, but unfortunately, that's whatever. We have a unknown caution, P7 right now, and I have no idea what caused it. I wish I could give you an answer. I want to say it was a tire going down, because no one DNF'd from it. So someone just popped the tire, and they pit, and they were good to go. I want to say it was Ray Black Jr. again, but I could be mistaken. But, so yeah, we're restarting with 15, now 14 laps to go. And hopefully we can actually see what we can do here. So running down the inside, we have P6 right now. Mike Lynette is now in, or well, P5, and Mike Lynette's in P6. That's what I meant to say. Sorry about that. Get a good shot of this right here, and this is going to be good. Kind of charge center of turn 3. Ryan C gets a massive exit right there at the edge of turn 4. However, we are 3 wide, so I got to give him room. Got to give Michael in that room as he runs the middle, and then Ryan Sieg all the way up to the top. Riley Earps is like, what lane do I pick? So I go up and block, make sure that he's covered right there. Doesn't make any unnecessary moves, and we go and block him on the inside. Michael and that now in front of us, trying to get past Ryan Sieg, and will do so by sliding right up in front of him. So right now we're in P6, trying to chase this top 5. Chat. We are trying our best to maintain our top 10 streak. We finished 6th in, we finished 4th in Daytona. We finished 3rd at Las Vegas, and we are trying to continue that streak here at Auto Club. Can we do it? I think we can. Top 5 optimally is what we're going for right now, and we definitely can because Ryan Sieg is right there. However, freaking Riley Earps will not let me go. This dude right here literally would not leave me alone. First it was Tommy Joe Martins not leaving us alone, and now Riley. Come on, Riley, just go right there. Get back on the power. Use that side draft to kind of bring him back to us. Then you have Ross making him, well, at least looking down the inside right there. Kind of thinks better of it, and he moves on back. So yeah, chat. As we go through the rest of the race, I do want to say thank you all so much for coming on out and actually watching the episode 3 race, well, number 3 at Auto Club. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being such cool people. And actually, you know, sitting by and watching this lovely, cozy little broadcast right here. Hopefully, you have a nice cup of cocoa, listening to my luscious voice. Kidding, not kidding. But yeah, Ross is trying, like, with all his might to get to our inside right there, and it is just not working. You know, like, you know, we have too many spaces covered. Carrying down the inside there is definitely something that we got covered, but Riley is trying to pull away a little bit. So what we're trying to do here is get a good exit, because we are still trying to pass Riley, but Ross is right there. We get tight yet again, and that allows Ross to get to the inside, still tucked in behind Riley, so we do get a little bit of just a very sniff of a draft, so allow us to make a comeback. However, we do have to give Ross a little bit of space right here, because look at that dive. And because of that, you know, that's going to give him the opportunity to get alongside us, side draft, and we are wheel to wheel right now. But we do actually use that high side momentum to actually get past. You see how I'm using like a bit of a later apex than everyone else, chat? This is what I personally prefer to I prefer to use. We have the opportunity, especially at like turns 3 and 4 right there, as like I said earlier, you know, run below that apron, below that white line. It works fabulously. That is Crowder Patton's pro tip advice to you right there. Because it actually helps rotate the car or truck, whatever you use. And so by using that, you know, we can actually allow for a better exit. In turns 1 and 2 right here, you want to go for a later apex, which means you enter up on high and go on down to the center of the corner later than what you would expect. So right here, we get off the power early, run the apron, and look at that huge run coming down the Riley right there. We're going to use that momentum just to carry us all the way down the front stretch right here. Closing. But unfortunately not able to make any kind of moves, and so many bumps. Like, Auto Club has so much character with all the bumps that it has. And look who's back. Brandon Jones, who I thought was going to literally just finish in the 30s because of his early pit stop, and then a caution literally biting his ass a lap later. But he held on, and now he's back. He is P9, looking for the high side on Ross, and hopefully, you know, we don't actually lose out of position to him. 5 laps to go left in the episode 3 career mode here. So like I said, thank you all so much for coming on out. You guys have been awesome to race for today. P number 7. P7 though is definitely just like the tip of what we've been capable of today. We've been kind of bogged down a little bit below the top 10 and like around that area. You know, it's been a bit of a grind in order to get to where we have been. But hey, we're beating two different people right now. We're beating Brandon Jones currently, so that's a win in my book. And we are also beating our teammate Chase Briscoe. And as long as we can beat one out of the two, then perfect. Ideally, we want to beat Riley Earps, because Riley Earps, you know, is our eternal rival. We literally named our character Earps Terrible. So we gotta live by that namesake and actually beat him every single race that we can. And look at that, we pass him. So there we go, up to P6. And honestly, I think this is where we can just kind of set off, because Riley, unless he pulls some kind of dumb stunt, which I'm knowing Riley, he's going to crash and burn with like a lap to go. Unless he makes a wild and crazy stunt, he will not get past us. The one person I am worried about though is that Brandon Jones back there. Brandon Jones, honestly, I could have won this race. If he pit literally a lap later than everyone else, he could have easily have won this race. But no, unfortunately not. So with 2 laps to go right now, I do actually want to point out that Michael Annett is right on the heels of Austin Cindric. Yeah, we're actually going to go on board with on this right there. Yeah, Michael Annett is literally right behind Austin Cindric, trying, looking high and low, seeing if there's any kind of pace right there. Oh, and with Austin Cindric going up high, Michael Annett goes down low. Seeing if Austin Cindric can actually use that high side momentum coming off of 4, he does, and is actually still able to hold the place. Now, going to the white flag one more time around, we have a massive advantage going to Austin Cindric. What will he do? Will he go up high? Will he go down low one more time? He does go up high. Michael Annett goes down low. Can we go, if they go door-to-door, chat, it's advantage Michael Annett. And it looks like they will. However, we know that Austin Cindric has a lot of forward momentum. Having that top side, the AI have that extra little bit of speed right there. So what will happen here? Just any kind of lunge, final mistake, I guess you can call, because Michael Annett does go up to the top. Austin Cindric goes down low. And with that, coming off of 4 right here, we are clear of all opposition. And we come home P6. So not the top 5 that we wanted, but definitely the top 10 that we deserve. So you know what? I'll take it. I will take it. So yeah, Chad, let's get out of this and show you out. I had a 100 speed rating. That is hot garbage for me. It's 105 or bust. Come on. So yeah, let's go through the final results here. Unfortunately, we did not beat Chase Briscoe. He finished 2 places in front of us. We did beat Brandon Jones, which is what I was alluding to when I said that if we can beat one or both of them, we'll be A-okay. Unfortunately, we did not beat our teammate, but you know, 2 positions behind. It was a good day for Ford. First, 4th, 6th. Okay, going down the rest, our boy Justin Allgaier finishing 12th. Joe Graff Jr. somehow finished not 30th. And, wow. Tommy Joe Martins, after having such a good stage 1 and 2, finished 19th. And, of course, we have the non-finisher being CJ McLaughlin, Mike Harmon being the only person 1 left down, Jeff Green 2 down. So, looking at our earnings right now, we earn about half of what we would usually get, so yeah, 56 right there. So okay, I'm okay with that. And points-wise, with Austin Cindric, first win of the season, that locks him into the playoffs. We are P5 in the actual overall standings. However, in the playoff standings, well, we'll see that here in a second. But Josh Bilicki and Noah Gragson are the only 3 locked in, joining Austin Cindric. Ryan Sieg, weirdly enough, had the fastest lap. Austin Cindric had the most laps led, which is basically half the race. Joe Graff Jr., again, finished P13. I don't know how he didn't finish last. And Brandon Brown, oh, it sucks to suck, man. I love Brandon Brown. He is such a cool dude, but he needs better equipment. He needs that extra bonus right there. So yeah, chat. I'll show you my settings here, as well as my the point standings to see how we do. Oh, but of course, you know, gotta get the best tweets. Oh man, so who is gonna throw shade our way this week? Oh, okay, so we complete our incentive contract. So there we go. The 2 top 10s. Oh boy. Oh my god, it's literally the same tweet. Oh my god. Mike, the absolute unit Harmon, saying, "Did anybody see the last race? It was amazing. At Herb's Terrible ran a very professional, exceptionally clean race. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. I'll see you at Applebee's." And then we have Mike Onette saying the exact same thing. I like Mike Onette. I wish he could do better. So yeah, there we go. Only 2 tweets. God. I'm losing my edge. I'm losing my edge, chat. Alright, so next up is going to be Phoenix. Oh my god. I hate Phoenix so much. Honestly, I feel like... Oh, I'm not even going to finish in the top 10 for Phoenix. However, I could finish in the top 10 for Atlanta, Homestead, and Texas. So let's shoot for that. Let's just shoot for the middle, you know, not be too crazy here. And not go for the exceptionally hard ones. So yeah, we have our settings here. You know, usual stuff all around. Legend difficulty, can't get higher than that. Full damage, 100% race length. We didn't DNF, so perfect right there, bueno. Strict yellow, which all the cautions came out in stage 3, which surprisingly enough. Multiple stage, of course, quick qualify. Lowest draft settings right there, and then usual stuff that we see in all championship modes. So yeah, usual stuff for our settings. And as we look at the points, we have Austin. Oh wait, that's not right. Austin Cindric. Let's look at his stats right here. Average finish was 3.3. Dude, calm down. That is insane. 1 win, 2 top 10s, 3 top 10s and 2 top 5s. Holy God, calm down. Calm down, guy. Yeah, well, that is insane, dude. And as we swap to the playoff standings, we are 7th right now. 7th out of 12, so we do have some work to do. Sooner we can get a win, the better. So hopefully that would be amazing. Ross Chastain, though, 3 behind. Chase Briscoe 5, and Jesse Little 7 behind. So yeah, there's a lot of good drivers up here, and there's a lot of people that still can make the playoffs. As long as we just mind our P's and Q's, we should be A-okay.